I'm going to share some thoughts on how to pair your deadlifting and squatting techniques to pick something up from the ground, lift it back up off of the ground, and do it with confidence and trust that you can do it without getting injured. Now, as I always refer back when I'm working on my technique for my deadlift, I always use my broomstick and practice my broomstick RDL. Now, this can be easily seen in other videos on my YouTube channel. However, just for a nice little reminder, keeping in contact my head in between my shoulder blades and my tailbone, all on the same plane. So all three of those areas are always touching my broomstick. As I sit back into my heels and into my hips, and my shins are nice and vertical. Now, if you can keep your shins vertical and sit back into your hips while keeping all three of those parts of your back in contact with your broomstick, you've got a beautiful hinge that happens. Now, we know that with our hinge, that only gets us to, if we're doing our Romanian deadlift style exercise and we're holding our weights, that only gets us to about just below our knees. Now, I'm not quite to the ground to pick something up. So I think you can pair your deadlift, like we just practiced, to get us to a really solid position where our hands are almost to the ground. And from there, we continue with range of motion through our knees, kind of combining a squat with our deadlift. So from here, I've got the item on the ground I'm trying to pick up. It's all the way down there. Now, I could just bend over and bring it back up, but we know that, we could put our bodies in some precarious positions where might be moving more than we want to through our spine, and we might be utilizing some different muscles that we could be using better ones, like our abdominals and our glutes. So imagine having that pole on your back, and you get into that deadlift position. Now, possibly if you're able to get whatever you're trying to pick up from the ground, either just in front of you, if not even better, in between your legs, you can sit back into your hips, have that nice big hinge to where I'm almost there, and from there, you get the rest of your range of motion through your knees going down to that bottom squat position. Pick up your item, keep those shoulders back, head's nice and neutral with my spine. I exhale, I squeeze my glutes, come all the way back up to the top. Same thing if I want to set it back down, hinge back into our hips, just like our deadlift position. The rest of the range of motion through our knees, put the item down, shoulders back, check your position of your head and your neck and your spine. Exhale, squeeze your glutes back up to the top. So it's really using the hinge to get almost there, finishing the rest with a bit of a squat, and then from there, just making sure your body is in the position you want it. Neutral spine, abs engaged, squeeze those glutes, stand up nice with confidence. So give that some practice. Let me know your thoughts, any comments. It would be appreciated if you need a little bit more cueing. I think that could be a great technique to confidently pick up and drop off things to the ground.